Hey folks, Dr. Mike here. Let me ask you something straight up. Have you ever felt your legs shaking when climbing stairs? Or maybe you've noticed you need to push yourself up with your hands when getting out of a chair. What most people don't know is that this weakness in your legs isn't just annoying. It could be a silent warning sign of something much more serious. A recent study in the Journal of Gerontology found something alarming. People with reduced leg strength have a 50% higher risk of early death in the next 15 years. I'm not exaggerating to scare you. This is scientific data that has me worried about many of my patients. But here's the good news that most doctors won't tell you. You can turn this around with 7 specific foods I'm going to reveal today. Foods that can literally save your life while strengthening your legs. Stick with me for the next few minutes. This might be the most important information you'll hear all year. The connection between weak legs and mortality. Before I reveal these powerful foods, we need to understand what's really happening when we feel weakness in our legs. We're not just talking about feeling tired after a long day. Leg weakness, especially in middle age and beyond, often indicates sarcopenia, the progressive loss of muscle mass that begins around age 40. Many of you are losing 3 to 5% of your muscle mass every decade without even realizing it. A groundbreaking study from the University of Michigan followed more than 8,000 people for 2 decades and found that those with lower leg strength had significantly higher death rates. This happens because muscle health is directly linked to your metabolism, immune system, and cardiovascular capacity. When I visited Harvard University's Aging Research Center last year, Dr. Thomas Wilson showed me brain scans comparing older adults with good leg strength to those with weakened muscles. The difference in cognitive health was shocking. Leg muscles release myokines, small proteins that travel to the brain and stimulate the production of BDNF, a compound that protects your neurons and improves memory. Common causes of leg weakness. Let's talk about what might be causing this weakness in your legs. 1. Nutritional deficiencies, especially protein, vitamin D, iron, and magnesium, elements that are critical for proper muscle function. 2. Chronic inflammation. Processed foods, refined sugars, and trans fats create a state of silent inflammation that slowly erodes your muscle fibers. 3. Sedentary lifestyle. Our muscles follow the use it or lose it rule. Unfortunately, the average American spends 11 hours a day sitting. 4. Oxidative stress. Free radicals damage our muscle cells over time if we don't have enough antioxidants in our diet. Let me quickly share a case that deeply impacted me. Ruth, a 68-year-old patient, came to my office complaining of constant weakness in her legs. She had trouble even getting up from the couch and was starting to avoid leaving her house for fear of falling. Tests showed severe deficiencies in protein, vitamin D, and magnesium, even though she was taking several supplements. The problem? Her diet was based on processed foods that prevented proper nutrient absorption. After adjusting her diet with the foods I'll show you today, in just 3 months, she was walking 30 minutes daily and playing with her grandkids without getting tired. The 7 foods that strengthen your legs and can extend your life. Now let's get to what really matters. The 7 foods that can transform your muscle health and potentially add years to your life. 1. Wild salmon and other fatty fish. Wild salmon is packed with omega-3s, especially EPA and DHA, which reduce inflammation in muscles and joints. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that older adults who ate fatty fish 3 times a week had 33% less muscle loss over 3 years. Plus, salmon contains high-quality protein, about 22 grams in a 3.5-ounce serving, with all the essential amino acids your muscles need to rebuild themselves. What most people don't know is that salmon is also one of the few natural food sources of vitamin D. This vitamin is crucial for calcium absorption, but it also has direct receptors in muscle cells. Vitamin D deficiency is associated with proximal muscle weakness, exactly the type that affects your thighs and makes it hard to get up from a chair. Recommendation: eat wild salmon, not farmed, 2 to 3 times per week. If you don't like salmon, sardines, mackerel, and herring are great alternatives. 2. Whole eggs. For decades, eggs got a bad rap. Today, science has completely flipped that position. Eggs are one of the most complete foods for muscle health. The egg yolk contains choline, a nutrient that maintains the integrity of muscle cell membranes. A study from the University of Connecticut showed that choline reduces inflammation after intense exercise and speeds up muscle recovery. Eggs also contain leucine, the most important amino acid for activating muscle protein synthesis. After 40, our muscles become less sensitive to leucine. We need more to get the same muscle-building effect. A breakfast with 2 to 3 whole eggs provides the ideal dose. What most doctors don't mention is that eggs contain the antioxidant lutein, which protects muscle cells from oxidative stress. A study with postmenopausal women showed that those with higher lutein levels had significantly more leg strength. Recommendation: eat 1 to 2 whole eggs daily. And don't throw away the yolk. That's where most of the nutrients are. 3. Dark leafy greens. Spinach, kale, arugula, and other dark leafy greens are rich in nitrate, which converts to nitric oxide in the body. Nitric oxide dilates blood vessels, improving blood and oxygen flow to your leg muscles. A fascinating study from the University of Exeter showed that beetroot juice, also rich in nitrates, improved muscle performance by up to 20% in older adults, equivalent to rejuvenating their muscles by a decade. Leafy greens are also rich in magnesium, an essential mineral for muscle contraction and energy production. Over 80% of Americans are deficient in magnesium, and it's no coincidence that many also suffer from muscle cramps and weakness. What few people know is that leafy greens contain a compound called phylloquinone, vitamin K1, which reduces inflammation and protects against cardiovascular disease. Research from the USDA Human Nutrition Research Center shows that people with higher vitamin K levels have better mobility and lower risk of physical disability as they age. Recommendation: eat at least 2 cups of dark leafy greens daily. Rotate between different types to get a wide range of nutrients. 4. Blueberries and other red/purple fruits. Blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, and other red/purple fruits are rich in anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that fight oxidative stress in muscles. A study published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition showed that drinking cherry juice, rich in anthocyanins, significantly reduced muscle soreness and improved recovery after intense exercise. What makes these fruits especially valuable for leg health is their ability to improve blood circulation and reduce inflammation in the small capillary vessels that feed muscle fibers. This is crucial for people who have difficulty standing or sitting for long periods. A study conducted at Tufts University showed that rats fed blueberries had significantly lower markers of brain aging. The brain-muscle connection is vital. Stronger nerve signals result in more efficient muscle contractions. Recommendation: eat 1 serving, about half a cup, of red/purple fruits daily. Fresh or frozen, they maintain their antioxidant benefits. 5. Avocado. Avocado is one of the few fruits rich in healthy monounsaturated fats that reduce systemic inflammation, a major factor in age-related muscle wasting. What many don't realize is that avocado is exceptionally rich in potassium, even more than bananas. Potassium is essential for muscle contraction and transmitting nerve impulses to muscles. Low potassium levels often show up as muscle weakness, especially in the legs. Avocado also provides vitamin E, an antioxidant that protects muscle cell membranes from damage. A University of Texas study showed that vitamin E supplementation significantly improved muscle strength in older adults in just 3 months. Additionally, avocado contains carotenoids like lutein and zeaxanthin, which reduce oxidative stress in muscle tissues and improve recovery after exercise. Recommendation: eat 1/2 avocado daily, added to salads, smoothies, or as a butter substitute on bread. 6. Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt contains about twice the protein of regular yogurt, around 20 g per cup, making it an exceptional food for muscle maintenance. The probiotics in yogurt improve gut health, which might seem unrelated to leg strength, but recent research from the Karolinska Institute shows a surprising connection. A healthy gut microbiome reduces the systemic inflammation that contributes to sarcopenia. Greek yogurt is also an excellent source of calcium, essential not just for bones, but for proper muscle contraction. Calcium deficiency can cause muscle cramps and weakness. What few doctors mention is that yogurt contains riboflavin, B2, and other B vitamins that are crucial for energy production in muscle cells. Muscle fatigue is often related to deficiencies in these vitamins. Recommendation: eat 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt daily. Avoid versions with added sugar and prefer adding fresh fruit or a teaspoon of honey to sweeten it. 7. Nuts and seeds. Almonds, walnuts, Brazil nuts, pumpkin seeds, and sunflower seeds are powerhouses of magnesium and zinc, essential minerals for muscle function and protein synthesis. Brazil nuts deserve special mention. A single Brazil nut contains over 100% of the recommended daily intake of selenium, a crucial mineral for protecting muscle fibers against oxidative damage. A University of Barcelona study showed that adequate selenium levels are associated with greater muscle strength in older adults. Pumpkin seeds are particularly rich in iron, an essential nutrient for transporting oxygen to muscles. Many postmenopausal women develop mild anemia that manifests as muscle fatigue and leg weakness. What most people don't know is that nuts and seeds contain arginine, an amino acid that increases nitric oxide production, improving blood flow to muscles. A study published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition showed that arginine supplementation significantly improved muscle strength and endurance in older adults. Recommendation: eat a handful, about 1 ounce, of various nuts and seeds daily. Alternate between types to get different nutrient profiles. How to implement these foods in your daily routine. Now that you know the 7 most powerful foods to strengthen your legs and potentially extend your life, let's talk about how to implement them in your daily routine. Ideal breakfast: scrambled eggs with spinach and a bit of smoked salmon. Pair with half a cup of blueberries and Greek yogurt. Morning snack: a handful of Brazil nuts and almonds. Strengthening lunch: green leaf salad with tuna or salmon, drizzled with olive oil and half an avocado. Afternoon snack: Greek yogurt with pumpkin and sunflower seeds. Revitalizing dinner: baked or grilled fish, like salmon or trout, with green vegetables and a small serving of sweet potato. Extra tip: make an energy smoothie combining spinach, blueberries, half an avocado, and Greek yogurt. It's an excellent way to consume several of these foods at once. Folks, now I want to hear from you. Which of these 7 foods surprised you? Or is there one you already eat regularly? Share in the comments your experience and if you've noticed any improvement in leg strength after changing your diet. And look, if this content is helping you better understand how to take care of your health, especially as we age, help me share this knowledge with more people. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. By turning on notifications, you'll be notified whenever I release new videos with information that can literally save lives. The importance of consistency. Remember that nutrition is a marathon, not a 100-meter dash. You won't see dramatic results in 2 days, but many of my patients report feeling a difference in leg strength and endurance within 3 to 4 weeks after implementing these dietary changes. Martha, a 72-year-old patient, came to my office using a cane. After 6 weeks following a meal plan rich in these 7 foods, combined with light exercises, she left her cane at home. 6 months later, she sent me photos of a 3-mile walk she completed with her family, something she couldn't imagine doing before. Combining nutrition with movement. While these foods are powerful, their effect is multiplied when combined with proper exercise. I'm not talking about marathons or heavy weightlifting. Research from McMaster University shows that even light resistance exercises, such as wall-supported squats or calf raises, can increase muscle strength by up to 30% in older adults when combined with proper nutrition. The protein from these foods is better utilized when consumed after some physical activity, even if it's just a simple 15-minute walk. Exercise increases muscle sensitivity to protein, especially important after age 50. Feeling weakness in your legs isn't something you should accept as a natural part of aging. As we've seen today, it's often a warning sign your body is sending, and fortunately, it's a sign we can effectively respond to through diet. The 7 foods I shared today, wild salmon, whole eggs, dark leafy greens, blueberries and other red/purple fruits, avocado, Greek yogurt, and nuts/seeds, aren't exotic or inaccessible. They're real, nutritious foods with proven benefits for your muscle health and longevity. Start today. Don't wait until leg weakness begins to limit your independence or quality of life. Prevention is always the best medicine, and in this case, it's also the tastiest. And remember, every meal is an opportunity to strengthen your body. Every bite is a choice. Choose to give your legs and the rest of your body the nutrients they need to keep you active, independent, and healthy for many, many years to come. This is Dr. Mike, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, eat well, and keep moving.